Well, hello and welcome back to Orangetown here on Banished using the Red Ketchup Mod. We are doing pretty good in the winter of 7. Got 57 tools, 34 clothes, just over 3,000 food, and 20 people. So, we just finished making some linen. So we're going to switch this over to one leather, one linen, because we have leather from our hunter. Boom. Which I was shocked to discover last episode that our hunter was replaced after Maynardo was a legend. Maynardo has moved over to Gatherer. But as you guys, some of you that play this a lot know, we do not have granular control over that, so it kind of is whatever the game gives you, you're kind of stuck with it, which is probably fine. Probably. Alright, so the charcoal kiln is good because our fuel is up over 500. The tools are good. We did make, it looks like 20 steel tools and 16 there. So those are going to get so much, they're so much better in terms of number of uses. Then if we add another iron and another coal, they'll go up again if we do the carbon tools. But I think we'll probably sit with the steel tools for a while. We may end up actually pulling the workers out of these places just so that we have additional people to carry out other tasks that we need. There's going to be a lot of work that needs to be done. I'm going to go ahead and gather the close copper here, because if we just switch this over to producing copper, we're going to need a little bit of copper for some of the buildings that we'll build, but we can also make tools with it. We can also sell it when we get our seed and stock built. So all that stone that I just marked for gathering is really going to be kind of necessary for the next steps forward in the build. We can check our population. So there are a few people that are old enough to move out on their own. Looks like I only see the one young lady there, and Lynn is close. So we're probably going to be able to do 2 more houses. I'll go ahead and get those started. Let's do, red. Red is actually exactly what I was going to say. So I want to do 1 more, and then 1 more. Let's do maybe that like butterscotch kind of color. I don't know if you'd call that orange or not, but alright, so looks like we tapped out the copper. We have 10 iron ore there. We have 3 there, so that's not going to last long. But we'll go ahead and have them convert that with the better ratio. Things are looking good. There we go. And we'll get our trader built, and we're going to need to probably move some of our fuel over, like charcoal or firewood, because we're going to need things to trade with. And I had talked last time about how we would probably do a dock and then a fisherman out here. So let's go ahead and do that also. Here we will put think that, just like that. That'll be good, and then maybe right off of here we could do cranberry and rice, something like that. Go ahead and gather down here. And I wonder if I might do a road off of the barn coming out here. We can get this cleared out because it's below the cabin. I'd like it to be pretty much square with the door of the barn. So what is that? Maybe we just do a square here. I don't know. I don't like when that happens. Yeah, about up to here feels right. And then bring this back in. We won't do back in, we'll just put that there. And then, it's funny you mentioned the logs being low, because I am about to do that. Alright. So we got a few more laborers. I think we'll go ahead and shut down the foundry for now. Looks like they might get some copper in the process of doing that. And let's check to see, so there's 29 cotton here, 7 there. So let's go ahead and have them make some cloth. We're still good on clothes. We're still looking good there. Okay, our trading post got built. We're gonna have to put somebody in here for a little while. So in terms of inventory, I'm thinking we'll do 200 charcoal and 125 firewood. And 100 copper. That'll give us somewhere to start. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and grab the, oh, that one's already going to be grabbed, and we'll go ahead and grab the silver ore here, so we can do the silver ore in foundry once we get all that in. We're going to have a nice bit of fodder thatch, which I'm not going to sell right away. There's something I need later game that I need the fodder thatch for. I can't remember what it is, but some of you will remember and you'll be like, how did you forget that already? But I remember one of the saves needing it, thinking, why did I trade it all away early? So, I'm going to try to be careful with that. Now, while I'm thinking about it, let's see if we can grab a bit more of the flax that's hiding in here, so we can keep the textile production up, and hopefully we start getting trade goods soon. Oh boy, there's got to be more copper than that. Are you kidding me? We only made 8? Okay, well, let's go ahead and make more copper. Oh yeah, we could do lumber too, but it's the same value, firewood and lumber, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, here we go. Get a fisherman. This will help with the food situation. got two. Well, this is a family unit. They will have kids. This is not. But yeah, see, it'd be nice if I could pair up Lenarine and Maynardo, but not how it works. That's an interesting. They paired them up now. We have a 17 male. 7. So we're getting there. Another couple seasons, we'll be able to do another house or two. I'm honestly kind of tempted to do some housing down here on the dock area. I never usually do that, but I wonder if carrying over like this dock piece here, and I could do some, I don't know, maybe not. You never know. The possibilities are endless. I do want to do a rice farm, though. We'll go this way on the rice farm. And this way on the cranberry bog. I don't think those will interfere too much with this radius. How are we looking here? Not bad. So when we get the, that'll be 600, 1100. It'll be 1900, which gets us pretty close to seeds. And if you're wondering why I'm clear cutting this, it's because we're going to want to sort out where we're going to have people living and where we're going to have farmland. This forest node may move. I may end up doing like a downtown area right here. And then we could move the forest node across the river. We could move the forest node out here. Realistically, I think it makes sense to carry this road up, build a road across, do a forest node here, and then maybe a forest node over here. That can all feed down in, and then put a marketplace here in the middle that will feed the houses in this central area, and then we can do farmland out here. You know, I think that makes sense. We have 3 laborers right now and only 1 builder, so that's a little bit audacious, but probably once we get this all cleared, that's the next logical thing to do. That's a lot of iron ore. How are we doing on coal? 34. Okay. They're still making copper. That's good. Once the copper is done, we'll switch back over to making iron ore. Alright, iron. We're 26 though, that's really good. We only have the 1 silver there, 2 silver there. I don't remember what the ratio is. Yeah, 2 to 1. But I think that makes sense if we have a marketplace here in the middle. Like that's the big one. That's the little one. I think that's the same. I don't think it's... yeah, it's smaller. But I like the size of this market a lot. It's not impossibly huge. Boy, those 3 houses are so close. What if I move down? I mean, I could do that. So our starter houses are in. I don't hate that. We still want to move our forest node up. But if I do the market here, that could really help with resource distribution as we develop. I don't hate it, guys. I do not hate it. Yeah. Well, I may change my mind. Just hold off for now. Alright, so now we can switch this over to making leather and cloth. We're still at 30 clothes. Probably should mark more food gathering. This is getting close. Looking good here. Yeah, it's pretty close. Let's go ahead and build. Geez, 28 logs for that short little bridge? Oh, whatever. It's gonna unlock a lot of potential for us. Got there. Let's go ahead and do a little stockpile for our troubles. I'm going to put another stockpile out here. Just because as we do more work up in this area, we're going to want that. Okay. Alright. Feels like progress. How much fish are we bringing in? 165. What on earth? That's terrible. That's not even that far of a walk. Storage, I guess, here. Or here. I mean, maybe it's because nobody's getting the fish out of storage? That's weird. I don't know. I don't want to overreact. Should we do the silvers yet? Sure. Are they starting on the bridge? They're not. I don't know that I want to move that just yet, because even if we put the market here, they'll still have the majority of their reach for a while. It is already less because of, I guess, I don't know if it's the distance or the what, but look, Maynardo is just an all-star. I mean, look at this. Maynardo did this. It's like, that's insane. What is that? 700? 750 food out of one person? The legend of Maynardo continues. Alright, I've clearly done that too many times. bit over here. Also, let's start probably on this stone. Definitely this stone. Okay. Probably need another house also. Yeah. Should I do that? I don't need that, so let's not do it. I'll do another first floor. Let's do the... Oh. Right. We'll do the blue here, since we didn't do blue over there. Alright. Looking good. Moving right along. Are we ready for... Okay, 6 silver bars. Silver bars. Sorry. Yeah, we'll put 20 in there. And they're worth 28. That's actually lower than I thought. I thought they were going to be worth a nice chunk of change. Okay. We'll switch you back to iron for a while. We should have a bunch. Yeah, there's 72 here. Thanks. The bridge is started, not in yet. Not completed yet. I may put the next house like up here so that it can be for the folks across the river. For the folks working across the river. And do we want to put a barn up here too? Maybe not yet, but eventually. Because I think this pack has like a medium or a forest barn. Yeah, they have both. Medium there, and then this guy here, this forest barn. I'll probably do that. Alright, we got our first vendor of this save. Ducks. Interesting. Don't know. Do I want ducks? I mean, eggs and feathers are always useful. And the price is right. I guess we'll do. Normally I get chickens, but ducks would be fine. So we need a value of 800. Let's do all the silver. That gets us to 168. Let's do 50 of the copper, and we'll do 50 of the charcoal, and then oh geez, none of these are worth 1, so I can't get this right. Let's say, and then make this into 51. Alright, we'll take your 2 ducks. Do I want to do an order for sheep? Or do I want to run, you know, take my chances? I think I'll take my chances for a couple seasons. And then if I don't get sheep naturally, I'll do that. So, where does it make sense? I think we'll put the ducks over here, because that'll be out of the marketplace range. It's already cleared, so we can get them up and running soon. Let's do that. There we have it, our first agriculture. And this is still not done. Oh. Alright, well, I think we'll talk about the bridge in our next episode. Thank you all so much for checking this out. Hopefully you think it's entertaining and fun. I know I'm enjoying playing it. I know some people are disappointed that I defaulted back to Red Ketchup, but you know, that's the one that's working on my computer right now, and I don't want to play vanilla. So here we are, playing another Red Ketchup playthrough. Alright everybody, thanks so much for watching. My name is Blue Belly. This is the Blue Belly Gaming Channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.